Hi everyone, it's Kevin from my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing our team talks for our clash against the Fremantle Dockers. If you have a team Kevin Magpies, welcome, like, comment, share. If you're new to the channel, watching this for the first time, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now, we'll go through, this was before the actual teams did get announced. The final 23. Now, we had Charlie Dean, Lipinski, Marchek, Will, Parker, Ed Allen, Bob McCreary, and as we knew how our Houston injured member managed. Now, I didn't mind that we were managing him. I thought we could have done it a little bit more better in terms of maybe we could have kept member in and then maybe Cox could be out. But having said that too, I think what we need to do now is, I think we're going to double team Darcy and Jackson as well. Now, off the halfback line, we had Maynard, Dean, Moore, Quaynard, Josh Dacos, Harry Perman. And then on the wings, we had Sub-Bottom, Long, Lipinski, Cameron, Chris, Nick Dacos. And then we had Will Hoskin-Elliott, Dan McStay, Lockie Sullivan, Jamie Elliott, Brody Marchek, Lockie Schultz. And on the interchanges, Tom Mitchell, Pendlebury, Will Parker, Ed Allen, Beau McCreary, Oleg Markov, Ron Steele, and Mason Cox as well. So that was probably the first thought that probably thought. And look, to be honest, I thought maybe Markov could have been out to this, and I think maybe Ed Allen will probably play. But you think that maybe we could give Mitchell one more week, either this week or manage him against the Tigers, in which what I probably would have done, and I would not have managed him this week. And I'll go through the team actually as well, but that's just me. Like, I keep Mitchell in for another week. But one thing that we did see in the final teams as well is pretty much exact way how it was going to be. Charlie Dean, Patrick Lipinski, and Brody Marchek, Ed Allen, and Bob McCreary are in. Out is Jeremy Howe injured, Dan Houston injured, Tim Embry managed, Tom Mitchell managed, which surprised me, and Ryan Steele omitted as well. Look, I knew if it was for that, he could have potentially come in and potentially either play or be as a sub. But having said that too, guys, I want to go through the defensive, the back line, midfield, forward, and the bench, and I'll give you my opinion as well. Now look, Maynard, Dean, Darcy, Moore, Isaac Quaynard, Josh Dacos, Harry Perman. Look, I think that's a great back line, to be honest. I think that could be the way that we go about it. And then Sub-Bottom, Long, Lipinski. Look, Lipinski deserves, I think, Long and Bolton, but I think maybe Sarong would have been better. And then you got Cameron, Chris, and Nick Dacos. Look, I think Chris may go on to Shy Bolton. I think Ned Long may go on to Sarong, to be honest. That's what I think personally. And then we had Will Hoskin-Elliott, Dan McStay, Lockie Sullivan, Jamie Elliott, Brody Marchek, and Lockie Schultz as well. Good forward line. I think that's what we'll try and do. And we've got Pendlebury, Ed Allen, Bob McCreary, Oleg Markov, and Mason Cox. And the emergencies are Mitchell, Parker, and Ron Steele. So just maybe Will Parker does get a miss. Now, I think with the sub rule, I think it should be either Ed Allen or Oleg Markov. To be honest, I think you need some pace. So I do think that you might need to play Ed Allen as a sub, and then you can bring him on. He's not that quick, but he can potentially be on Sarong or if you needed to. Now, look, I still think we'll win by 30 points, but my predictions are purely based and simple. I think Nick Dacos will have 27 disposals, 6 marks, and a goal as well. I think Josh Jacobs will have 25 disposals plus 6 marks and a goal. I don't think Josh Jacobs will man up on Patrick Voss. I think that, it might be a chance for that to happen as well. And I think that we'll have Lockie Schutz kicking 2 goals and having like 8 or 10 disposals, 6 bucks, and a few tackles as well. Now, before I do end the video, look, they're obviously going with their 3 tall forward line and having Jackson as ruck as well. That would mean that when, because they got an extra taller, would you put in like someone like a Brody Meister check or Dan McStay up in defence as a potential matchup? Now that could happen, but I don't think it will. I think it's meant to be good conditions for Sunday as well. So, look, at the moment, I'm still thinking we will win. I think one thing that we might need to try and do is that we might need to have, like, because Josh Tracy isn't that tall, it's 195 centimetres. Charlie Dean may go well on him. I think Darcy Moore may get, to be honest with you, Sean Darcy, and I think maybe Maynard might get Patrick Voss as well, because they're going in that 4 tall forwards as well, James and Quainer. So you're thinking it's going to be interesting to see how we go about it. But look, I would have kept Membry in, to be honest with you guys, and then maybe you bring in another key defender potentially. So look, we would have preferred Billy Frampton to play this week, but obviously we knew that he was unavailable, and they'll give him this week as, give it another week. But we'll wait and see. Alright, hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to drop a like or drop a sub. Bye for now.